Welcome to Seals on the Move, I'm Alex Seals.
And I am Rosie Seals.
Chuck E. Cheese, the place where an adult can be a kid. We're at the location in Stones River Town Center, a mall in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Join us for some fun arcade games. So let's get a move on with Seals on the Move. We're used to seeing freestanding Chuck E. Cheese's, or locations in a strip mall, but one in an actual mall is a sight to see. I know this is not the only one, but as far as I know, it's not extremely common. Chuck E. Cheese at a mall. It just somehow makes it better. And it's old school Chuck E. from the 90s. If you would like to know more about the history of Chuck E. Cheese and see some of their old arcade games, check out our video on how Chuck E. Cheese has changed. Here he is. They still have an animatronic Chuck E., which is not everywhere. The one in Cool Springs and Franklin, Tennessee does not have one. It's not as creepy as you'd think. It's got blinking eyes. I guess they always have blinking eyes. And we are in the middle of the mall. Just so weird. Friends, winning, family, and play. The Chuck E. Cheese motto, I guess. When did they start using puppets? They never used puppets back when I was a kid. And this thing reminds me of the thing at Shoe Carnival, where you'd stand in and you'd get coupons and cash, but here it's tickets. What?
How does this thing work?
I think what they do is they blow air up from the bottom.
I know how it works, but how does, like...
I don't know, it might be for birthday parties.
Aww.
Oh, and look, there's Buff Chucky. Chucky's been working out. Although, his head doesn't really match his body. Not in color or anything.
No, I know how this thing works.
When did Chuck E. Cheese drop Coke? They used to have Coke products when I was younger. I love the wet floor. It's got Chucky on it. This was a really, really neat game. I think this is my favorite so far. I look terrible.
We almost got the blue one twice.
Very good. Wow. Excellent. Very good.
I made it in the other one.
Wow.
Oh, you made it. Oh, you're doing well.
Very good. Wow. Excellent.
I can't even get it in that one.
Very good. Wow. Excellent. Very good. Wow. Excellent. Very good.
Wow, you're doing very well.
I like the music. This is such a cool game. Ducky Splash. Yeah, you gotta push the ducks into the... Yeah, you gotta keep them in there. Oh, wow. I love the duck noises, and you're doing well. This is such a cool game.
Oh, they're not coming out.
You don't want them to come out. You're gonna keep them in. You did it! You kept them all in. You got 130 points. Ducky Splash. Okay, we'll let you play again. Let's see what this guy looks like. Huh, kind of like, he could be Yoshi's cousin. Okay, they're gonna start coming out. You kind of had an unfair advantage.
Say your nails, Ducky.
those poor ducks were punished for something right down there. I don't know what. Their heads, they look like they're dead. Look at them. Those poor ducks.
I can't spray them in the face.
Rosie wants to see her good old buddy. Let's see if she can actually fit in this thing. I am impressed. You kind of can. You can kind of fit.
Chucky, ah!
Is he tickling you? Oh, look, he's pointing at you. You made yourself a buddy. According to Raw Thrill's website, this was inspired by the old arcade game Turtles in Time. Okay, so I definitely have to be Michelangelo. He was always my favorite back in the day. I'm not sure what this game is. I'm not sure how you play it. It's very comic booky. Ooh, let's do NYC. Let's see how this works. Oh, it's like the old arcade game. Yeah. It's like the old arcade game. Cool.
Ninja power, boy!
Ooh. See, I watched the old 80s cartoon when I was a kid. This is more the Nickelodeon cartoon. See what turtle power does. Ooh, so I use my nunchucks. And I can pick up the trash can and throw it at them. And you get the comic book noises. What's that? Oh, well, I guess I should have waited to use that one. Antiques. This is really fun. It is like the old arcade games. I remember playing Turtles in Time. We were able to play it for free at my elementary school in like the after-school care area. Ooh, Metalhead. Who's that? Well, he helped out quite a bit. Ooh, it's a cooler. A cooler with a bomb in it. This is a fun game. This is a lot of fun. Ooh, pizza. Appropriate, we are at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, here's the turtle power, and I have pizza. This game is great. And more trash cans. There's a lot of trash cans here. Oh, must be a boss. Oh yeah, it's Bebop. He's super skinny in this show.
Hey, Bebop, I got some
Ooh. He's a lot tougher than the other ones. I died. This was a cool game. Chuck E. Cheese sponsors PBS Kids. That's really interesting. I used to love Arthur and Wishbone. Now for the creepy clown. I got two. Let's try that one more time.
Do you get more than one try?
Yeah, I mean, you got unlimited tries. Creepy. Okay, let's try this again.
that is one creepy looking clown.
Oh, I did it too. I was doing it 1, 2. It punches his face in.
I know, I got...
Does it re-inflate it? It does. That is creepy. Gotta do this for Rosie. Is it registering?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, good. Rosie's gonna be Snow Girl.
We're gonna move like Chucky's canine pal, Jasper. Now Jasper's a good old hound and loves the good old scratch. So let's scratch it off. Get it. Oh yeah! Last move of the dance, and I think we all know what this move is.
Okay, that's not good.
So let's get our ears ready and
Oh, look at Rosie spin. That's just like how Rosie would do it in real life.
No.
there's only 10 seconds left. Countdown will be from 10.
You're in Antarctica?
Yeah, that's the...
Aren't you freezing? Aren't you freezing? Where'd all the trees come from? All the trees. You're in Antarctica. Second place, way to go. Ooh, Super Monkey Ball. I used to play this on GameCube. Ooh, that's a cool.
It's shiny.
Yeah. And they've got like, and there's Eye.
Doing really well. Oh, it's more.
The graphics have been upgraded from the mobile version of this game. Temple Run, the mobile game, is also an arcade game, and I think Rosie just died. It's been a while since you played this on your phone or iPod, or iPad, isn't it?
All the time. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're not as good as you used to.
I used to
Here,
be
let's
really
swipe the
good at
card
this.
again. There you go. You got it. Okay, Rosie, let's see you. Don't let us down. What are you, a ghost?
The controls are...
Oh, it's a rolly ball.
Controls are slick.
That makes it a little bit more difficult.
It's more challenging.
What are you, though? You look like a ghost.
No, you are.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you die, after you die, that happens. Right now,
So this is much harder than the iPhone game.
One more time.
Okay. She looks so determined. Can we make her smile though? There you go, that wasn't hard. Oh, now you've gotten it down a little bit more. Yeah, this is a rollerball one like the Sonic the Hedgehog arcade game that I wish I could play with Ray and Mighty, but never seen it before in real life. How do you duck? Do you have to, I guess you just slide backwards, right?
Backwards, and I tried to jump.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't die, I didn't die.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Oh, you ducked. Way to go, you ducked. It's much harder, isn't it?
You don't get hurt. Notice I went through fire and didn't get hurt.
I've heard of these rides before, and I think you actually swing completely around, which is pretty cool for a place like this. That's very extreme. I don't know if I was pushing it too hard. That looks very creepy. I kind of want to, look, you can actually get this on the end. Oh yeah. Every time. I don't know. This is a game that I am super surprised is in Chuck E. Cheese. It's made by Sega. Sonic the Hedgehog.
So I'm actually we're gonna try and play with 2 players on this one. And I'm gonna try and play with this one, and we're gonna try and record at the same time. I'm gonna try and record. So let's see how this goes.
Okay, so we both need that.
So this is gonna be interesting since I'm recording
Island of Spice.
and trying to play.
Very unique.
Exotic jungle tour? Are you sure this tour is okay?
We get to see the waterfalls and temples, and they even included lunch. Is there something you
The
want to
guy's
say?
American and the girl's British.
These
Like
guys
us.
aren't tour guides, right?
Ben, would you give it a rest?
Except you're nicer than her.
You don't have to shout. What's that? Nobody! Mister, you see?
Just like real
Wouldn't
life.
be a spider.
Oh wow, this is a Chuck E. Cheese.
What are we going to
Still
do?
gets 6 nights. So we can cancel this. No, here we go. That's fire.
What are you waiting for?
The guides are dead.
I don't have both hands, so it's interesting. Because I'm trying to do 2 things. It's like I don't see them.
Aim at the direction of the arrow, okay. Oh, you missed it. Oh, we're driving the car.
Oh, wow. I did not realize that.
Why would dragonflies attack us? Love how this is in the mall. You can look out there, see GNC, Lens Crafters, and then
Okay.
Chucky
next
himself.
up, we're gonna move like Chucky's cane.
So this is not a game, but a ride. And it's not a very good ride, because look, you can tell it's supposed to move. This one doesn't really move. I wasn't too impressed. But then again, it is for kids. But I see no need for a seatbelt. Okay, so this is a crazy looking game. So you get in, oh look, you can be Chuck E. Cheese.
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh wow.
These are my friends Jett. Hey kids. And Jin.
Huh.
Now come on, let's have some fun together.
Is
For
this...
tunnel escape, press 1. For
I like
jetpack
Jetpack Adventure.
let's fly over the
Okay,
city.
what do I do? Oh, I think it's a ride.
Let's go.
They have a seatbelt. Oh, it's rumbling. Okay, so this is like a ride. This is not a game. Huh. Is there anything I can do? There's buttons. I think this might just be... Whoa.
Whoa.
This is just a... I think it's a ride. Huh. Doesn't really do anything.
Whoa. Oh, watch out.
I can do a little bit of a rumble.
Oh, this is great. What's wrong?
Hungry Froggy. Rosie has to get down on her hands and knees for this one. It doesn't seem to shoot him very high. Jumps. Oh, there's a certain spot. Oh yeah, where the arrows are, I think. This does not seem easy.
When you realize where the spots are, it's not too bad.
Okay. There was a similar one to this at the Cool Springs one. And there's similar like games you can buy for at home. They're like basketball games that are just like this, and they're kind of set up like this too, like this one. There's one on each side. Is it over?
Go night night.
Huh?
Froggy went night night.
I think Froggy went night night.
Well, that was fast.
I know, it doesn't last long. Don't be fooled by the way the game looks. This is not classic Pac-Man, but it is close to the original. There is a bonus level where you can win more tickets, and it is a sight to behold. This is pure classic In this pinball-like game, you can win tickets by spelling gold with the ball, getting the ball in the hole in the middle, or you can win the number of tickets at the numbered holes. I don't know what this game, I don't know how this game works. Let's just light up each letter. So do you get like a, oh wow, there's a ball.
I didn't think
I didn't do, that was weird, you didn't do anything.
I didn't get a chance to do
Yeah.
anything.
Here, let's try it again. Okay, yeah, that did not, there you go. Oh, you got a 5. Does that mean 5 tickets? Huh, it's a very This game does not give you any kind of time once you scan the card.
Okay, what is...
Huh.
I'll take a 4.
Yeah, I really don't understand this game. What does it say? It says light up each letter to win the bonus. Do you have to like roll the ball along each letter?
So, can I do one more time?
Yeah, I don't get this at all.
If I do, because I'm going to do this. Look. If I crash down.
Rockin Roll.
Oh, that was...
The ball just comes through automatically. Oh, there it is.
And that was the second one.
Huh. Here, do it again. I'm gonna get it from this angle.
No! That was a cheat.
This isn't a very good game.
That was a cheat.
No, this is like Price is Right type stuff. Oh, there you go. Look at Rosie go. Let's see. Rosie's going fishing. Says good spin. What does she get? 5 tickets. You win. Yeah, because you get unlimited times with this card.
Okay, let's try one
You want to do
more
it again?
time. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
That was much better. Go,
There's
go, go.
Rosie. What will she get?
Come on, in the green. No, go higher. Go, higher. Go.
Right at the worm. You got 5 again.
Hey, that's not messing around. You win 5 tickets.
Alley Roller Classic. I would love to have a skee ball table in my house. Skee ball time. Ooh, good job. Ooh, you're doing good. Oh, well, you were.
You had to go jinx me, didn't ya?
I did. Ooh. Trying to get for the big score. Ooh, almost. Ooh, good job. Here's Rosie's attempt. This is, I don't know how much fun it looks to you guys watching, but it is a very fun game. It's very intense, and it's harder than it looks. Especially with the robot dancing.
Moving, so it's hard to get him in there. And it's
The frog actually isn't that easy either.
bounces out. See, I always kind of
Look at all the prizes. You can get some stuffed versions of the Chucky characters. There's a pizza, like, I can't remember what they're called, like stress poppers. There's Grogu. They didn't have him when I was younger. Here's some of the cheaper toys. This is what I always ended up going for, because I never had the points or the tickets. They didn't have so much candy, I don't think, when I was little, but I remember I had some of the clacker things, some of the jumpy frogs. And those are pretty cool, the dart things. Dalmatians, I probably would have gotten one of those Dalmatians.
Yay, thank you so much. Yay.
Rosie got the Slinky.
Thank you.
We don't even have stairs anymore at home for you to use these.
I can use it in other ways.
Gonna open it?
Yep.
You can get into it. Rosie's got her Slinky.
Ooh, Slinky. Now this is what you do with it.
Yep.
And then when we used to have stairs, put it at the top of the stairs and then make it go down like this. And go down, watch it go down the stairs.
Plastic ones don't work as well as the metal ones, and they get a lot more jammed up. But
But if the middle ones get tangled up, it's a mess and I have to untangle it. I like this.
Rosie is enjoying that quite a bit. It's nice being in Chuck E. Cheese when there's nobody around. Just come on a Tuesday. There's nobody around. course, they have the classic pizza, which they now have frozen Chuck E. Cheese pizza. We saw it at the store earlier today. You have to see this. These are like Disney Magic Bands. I don't think you need to have a card, yeah, if you're gonna do that.
You just scan your wrist.
Yeah. And, you know, there's your sippy cup. Rosie, would you want a sippy cup?
Can I have a blue one?
Well, yeah. If we're gonna get you one, we're gonna get you the blue one. I don't know why we're so zoomed in on you. There we go. You know, it's almost like a giant playpen. You're trapped inside of this area with all of this the whole time you're here. So you gotta get the kid check. Have a Chucky day. Oh look, where a kid can be a kid. That's pretty cool. All this stuff. A zebra playing a guitar. Yep, there you go. I love that they still have so much of Skater Chucky in here. He's featured even more, I'd say, than the new Little Chucky. Look, these are kind of out of date because they don't have tokens anymore. It's all the play cards. But I do have an old Showbiz token still. And we have some Chuck E. Cheese tickets that we didn't know we had. And see, then, just open them all. So Rosie can actually fit this on her arm as a bracelet. I can't. I can't get it over my hand.
My ring might get in the way though. Nope.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Which game was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. If you liked this episode, give us a thumbs up. Share this with your button-mashing friends, subscribe to stay up to date with our adventures, and strike the bell to be notified when we upload. If you would like to support us, our Patreon link is down below. As always, thank you for watching and supporting.